Power is a fickle thing. It is fleeting, volatile, passed around between the ruling houses of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros, like a well-worn coin since records began. That is, until King Robert Baratheon, first of his name, wrenched it away from his predecessor and brought prosperity to the realm. Yet, how fragile is the peace that is built upon war? With Robert's death, 5 would-be kings rose up to pry the crown from his still warm hands. When kings squabble, it's the realm that bleeds. Its people neglected and left to fend for themselves. Few know this better than the forgotten brothers of the Night's Watch, sworn to defend the great wall of ice that stretches across the north. Beyond it lies a frozen wasteland, inhabited by savage, wildling tribes who would see Westeros burn. Although it may not be fire we should fear, but ice, if the tales ring true. For if the Watch is to be believed, whatever stirs up there in the dark brings a fate far colder than death. Even so, their pleas for aid are lost on a realm that refuses to remember. Fortunately, there are still those who do heed the Watch's call. In the far reaches of the north, the master of a lowly house calls upon his bastard child for aid. For if the Night's Watch falls, who then will stand between us and the cold? Yes, power is a fickle thing. But winter is coming.
Who's there?
Your bastard, father.
Come in.
Father.
I'm fine, child. Mary cares for me well, just as she did for you when you were a babe.
I'll ride to Winterfell. Bring their maester here.
No! No! Even 100 maesters cannot stop what is happening to me.
But...
I didn't call you home to tend to me. Castle Black has been quiet of late. Joe Mormont is never this silent. Neither is Kenneth. Your uncle might have sent word. I fear something is terribly wrong. Ride to Castle Black at once. Learn what you can. And return to me safely. Whatever the wall faces, the defenses must hold.
Watch your footwork. Yes, that's more like it. Come. Again.
Thank you.
Uncle!
Come to your senses and crawl back north, did you? You've grown.
As have you.
So, have you? Come back?
For now. Father sent me here. He hasn't heard from you in weeks.
Couldn't spare the Raven. It's been outright chaos up here.
There's been no word from Lord Commander Mormont either.
The Lord Commander is dead. Murdered in a mutiny. When we've got 100,000 angry wildlings marching on us from the north. But there is someone worth talking to. Jon.
Jon?
Jon Snow, Ned Stark's bastard. We need him here when the wildlings attack. He spent time with them. He knows their ways. But we haven't heard from him since he went looking for lost rangers.
To the gate! It's one of the missing rangers!
Hold him still, damn it!
I'm trying!
Hurry up!
Brace yourself.
Step aside. Give him some space. Get him inside. He'll freeze to death out here. He's one of Jon's party. Looks like trouble. I'm riding out. Wait here until I return.
I'm coming with you.
Forget it. You're not a member of the Watch.
Uncle, I can look after myself.
Ready yourself. It's dangerous out there. This is my kin. They're coming with.
Brave one, aren't you? Not just stupid.
A little of both. By the gods. We're heading back to the wall.
What about Jon? His rangers?
If they're alive, they'll have to hold their own. We must alert the Watch.
No. We said we would find them. We can't just leave them to their fate.
Selden, get to the horses. Tell Thorne what we've seen. Bring aid. We check the camp for clues. That is all.
What happened here? Where's the rest of your party?
So many. All dead. Blue eyes.
You're in bad shape. We need to get you out of here.
It's nothing. Come, on your feet. Shit. John.
Uncle. Up there.
On your horses, now! The giant! Leave the horses! We have to keep moving. There's a pass around the mountain.
Get up. Keep going. You all right? Come on! Oh, never thought I'd be glad to see that damn wall.
It almost feels peaceful from up here, doesn't it? I know how it feels.
I'm not sure you do.
My uncle led a ranging years ago. Never came back. I'm sorry about Kenneth. He was a good ranger. An even better man. It's my fault. I should have...
To hell with your apologies! We need to get him back and kill the thing that did this.
Here, a man gets what he earns. When he earns it. We rush out now, we'll only get ourselves killed. I'm sure you have questions. I'll do my best to answer them.
The wall. How did it come to be?
Legend has it that Brandon Stark, founder of House Stark, built it with the help of giants and the children of the forest, to defend the realms to the south from whatever's lurking in the lands of always winter. Never thought I'd see those monsters with my own eyes.
What do you know about the White Walkers?
The servants used to speak of them when I was a child. Demons made of snow and ice, commanding the dead to harry the living. They care for nothing but death and cold.
Can the White Walkers be killed?
I don't know. A brother here, Sam, swears he killed one once, so there must be a way. You've seen the White Walkers yourself. You know what they can do. They have to be stopped. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house. Nothing I can do against an army of the dead.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. House Tyre must send aid.
House Tyre can't even support itself, let alone the wall.
Sir Marok is a good man. He fought at the Battle of the Bells alongside my father. He'll find a way.
Sir Merrick is dying. I'm all there is.
Then you'll have to do. Someone must gather the support of the great houses.
John, I will see it done. But what do I tell my father?
Tell him that, like it or not, winter is coming.
I need a horse.
You're that half-wit bastard what rode out beyond the wall. A horse ain't easy to come by. We need as many as we can get our hands on. Unless you're willing to ride into battle when Mount's raid on his wildlings come for us, piss off!
You'll have to forgive my brother. He means well, really. I saw you ride out with Kenneth. I don't mean to pry, but your uncle, he was a good man, always kind to me. Especially when a lot of others weren't. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm Samwell, by the way. Sam.
I'm from House Tyre.
Still at it, are they? Well, these council meetings can drag on a bit. Not the first time John has been reprimanded, I'm afraid. Probably won't be the last either.
John, what did they say? Did they ask you to leave?
My watch ends when I die, not before.
Did you tell them about the White Walkers?
Aye, but they were unconvinced. They're more worried about Mance Raider's attack. Still, that's my problem to solve. You'd best be off. You have a long journey ahead of you.
Aye. Good luck to you, John. Father charged me to ride to Castle Black to gather news. The watch had been too quiet for his liking. I now see why. I rode beyond the wall and saw firsthand what they're facing. Wildlings. And worse, White Walkers. Creatures we'd thought a myth. Jon Snow's right. The Seven Kingdoms must send aid. My father must send aid. If he still has the strength left in him, that is. What's the problem?
Road's closed. Thorn's orders. Got reports of wildlings between here and Molestown. Too easy to get ambushed in this blizzard.
My hold's just beyond here. Clear the way.
No exceptions. You can stay at Castle Black till it dies down. And lighten up, eh? Wildlings don't know their pricks from their fingers. Don't have the brains to push further south. Your hold's safe.
You know him? Found him bleeding in the snow. Queen's Crown way. Place is crawling with wildlings. Barely got him out alive.
He lives on my lands. There's wildlings in Queen's Crown? The Watch said they'd keep north.
Well, our friend here sure as shit didn't cleave his own leg near and soon now, did he?
Master. Locke. They got Locke.
Hey?
His daughter. We grew up together. The wildlings took her?
I jumped a cart passing through town. I tried to stop him, but... like... well, I'd freeze to death till this one found me.
I'll get her out. There's a checkpoint just down there. Get him to safety and alert the Watch.
Aye, I'll get some there. You take this. It's no good with him.
What happened here?
What's it look like? Wildlings just showed up and started tearing off limbs.
What did they want?
The leader, he kept asking about Castle Black. How high are the walls? How many men? What do we know? We're just farmers.
This leader, did you see him?
Aye. Big he was. Bigger than any man has a right to be. Face covered in scars. Even the wildlings wouldn't look him in the eye.
Stay out of sight. I'll deal with the wildlings.
Finish it then, Kneeler. Be quick about it.
The peddler, Lark. Where is she?
The girl. She talks too much when she's not crying for home.
What home? Renan's Rest?
I told us all a fine tale about where to find it. Reckon we'll pay a visit soon.
Where is she?
In the tower. What's left of her by now, anyway? Thens ain't much for patience.
Got ourselves a wildling killer here, boys. I'll enjoy this. Stand back! This one's mine. If I had proper steel, you'd be dead! Let's go see the girl, eh? Must be scared up there all alone. Wonder how loud she'll scream. Think you'll hear her down here? Maybe you'll find her still warm. Then she can watch us and cut out your heart.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
You don't have to be.
I said I'm fine. It's good to see you. You've gotten taller.
You haven't.
My father, did he?
He's safe. Let's get you home.
Seen better days. As has your father. The place seems to wither with him.
It can be rebuilt.
I hope you're right.
Father. Things are worse than you feared. Lord Commander Mormont is dead, killed in a mutiny. An army of wildlings, led by a man called Mance Raider, is marching on the wall. The Night's Watch is a shadow of what they once were. Castle Black will not hold them off long. What's worse? The White Walkers. They're real.
You're certain?
I saw one with my own eyes. It killed Uncle Kenneth.
Winter is coming. The Lord of House Tyre must provide aid. The parchment. Take it.
Father, please. There's still time.
The pain is growing worse. My time has come. Your brothers are dead. This house survives on your grace. You have always carried yourself as a true child of mine. I do not take this decision lightly. I ask no more of you than you deserve.
No one will recognize my claim without the King's approval.
I know. That is why that writ must reach King's Landing intact. With the Bolton seal on it.
I won't fail you, Father.
Rally support throughout the Seven Kingdoms. Without it, the Watch and the realm itself may follow in my footsteps. Let them hear what you have seen. They must send aid. May the gods watch over you.
Don't argue. There's broth in the kitchens. You need rest.
No, I need work.
There's nothing for you to do. Master Snow, tell the girl there's nothing for her to do.
Master, please.
Lark, see to it your father's brought back as soon as possible. We need him here. Then, do as Mary says. You need rest.
Aye. Thank you.
Mary, I don't have long. Father would have me ride south. What is the state of the keep?
It's grim, I won't lie to you. The place has been crumbling for years. We need food, repairs. Lark was carrying the supplies we needed.
You only just got home. Sir
Merrick will need you to care for him while I'm gone. We have bigger problems. I need to speak with the other houses.
If you've come for a repair, you'll have to wait.
Why's that?
Why don't you ask that prick Tobas?
I'm asking you.
He took my bellows off me in a game of cards. Payback, I reckon, for the nasty pillock.
Payback for what?
There may have been a brawl between us a while ago. In the Frostfield Tavern. And I may have taken a few of his teeth with me for good measure. Don't tell your father. The master doesn't like me fighting. Not anymore.
I'll speak to Tobus. You keep at it. I heard you're having trouble. Are the horses all right?
The ones still here are happy as a pig in shite. You can be sure of that. Can't say the same for the ones that got stolen, though.
Stolen? How? There's always at least one man posted at the gate.
They were stolen on the fields. The master don't seem to care he's working his stallions to the bone.
Sir Merrick's trying to secure the harvest, stablekeeper.
Apologies.
Did you see where they were headed?
They're probably halfway to White Harbour by now. Saw them heading for Frostfield, but lost the tracks. Thank you, Master. And, sorry for my temper. Love these horses like my own is all.
There's the bastard who killed our leader. I'll straighten out you lot later. First, I'll rip this one's head off!
You put up a good fight for a southerner. What are you looking at me like that for? I told you, we're not here to fight.
Oh, aye. We can tell.
Winter is coming. Mance will cross your wall, one way or another. We'll be neighbours soon, whether you like it or not.
Is that a threat?
An offer. You take us in now, we keep the raiding parties off your back. By the laws of the hearth.
Don't trust him. Our laws mean nothing to them. Besides, the townsfolk will never accept it.
We came here to raid, aye, burn and pillage. But Mance asked for chaos, not destruction. Damn things never know when to stop. Stubborn lot, you kneelers. You could die for your walls then.
We could, string him up. Give the townsfolk some confidence.
What are you two on about?
My lord, there's a white raven perched near the road to the keep. This lackwit got scared, swears it's a wildling scout.
And this genius thinks it's a gift from the old gods. Wants to boil it down and feed it to your father, my lord. What? Look there! Watching us like that, with those beady little eyes. Ain't that a scout?
Usually scouts stay hidden, Finn.
Not when they're wargs. They hide themselves and send out animals to be their eyes.
It's a crow and nothing more. Are we done here?
Yes, my lord.
I'll go bring in the sheep.
We'd best get to it. Wasted half the day on this.
I know you're not a normal crow. What's a wildling doing here?
Aye, I'm of the free folk and what of it? I just want to live. All that looting and killing's not for me, never was.
That's so. And if your band finds you?
They can go bugger themselves with a stick. I'll not be part of their raids. There's folk on both sides of the wall who just want to live their lives in peace. Just leave me be. That's all I ask.
You seen any wildlings on your way here? Never known them to come this far south, but some of the villagers swear they saw one skulking about.
No, the roads have been quiet.
Aye, thought not. Folk have been jumping at shadows, what with all that happening up north. Keep safe in any case, no telling what's stuck in the roads of late.
Master Snow, you found him?
Aye. Just in time, too. Some outlaws plan to sell them.
Hope you showed them what happens to thieves in the north, then.
I did. They won't be bothering us anymore.
You're Master Merrick's seed, all right. I'll do a good job with the breeding. Just you wait.
You the gamekeeper here?
You're looking for Tobus. Lives right up the hill there. He ain't much for company, but he knows his game. Try not to piss him off, though, yeah? Temper like a boar's, that one.
Tobas? Caspar needs his bellows back.
Oh, looky here. The bastard of Brennan's Rest knows my name. What an honor. You can tell that shit Caspar his bellows are at the bottom of Long Lake. He can go get them himself if he likes. Aegon's arse, you're a thick bunch, aren't you? The bellows are gone. You want to stoke your fire? Elk bones will do just as well. You'll need some bait. Some fennel, squash, rock mushrooms. Should be plenty around. Hand them to me and I'll make the bait. Long as it gets you out of here.
Fine. Wait here.
How'd it go?
Your bellows are gone. We'll have to make do with these. Elk bones.
Why, that rotten... Still. With this here, there'll be more swords in this keep than you can poke your prick at soon enough. I won't forget this. Anything you need, you come back to me.
Maester Hother, young as ever.
I may be old, young master, but I could still give you a clip around the ear, I'll have you know.
I don't doubt it. Why are you out here?
Sifting through some new books I had delivered. A word of advice. You have two hands. You can hold a sword in one, but do put a book in the other, lest you end up like Aegon IV.
What would I do without you, Maester?
I shudder at the thought, young master.
Our former ward. What are you doing this far from your home? I had no word that you returned to the north.
Last hearth looks just like it did when I was the Great John's ward. You are as graceful as ever.
I see you brought your father's humors with you. John and I expected our wards to be every bit as wild as your father. But you and your brothers were always so well behaved. It's heartening to see you grew up well.
I wish I was here under better circumstances. I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
He is alive, at least. Though I believe you deserve sympathies as much as I.
Yes. Father's health is failing. His affliction grows worse by the day.
He deserves better than to die this way. And with your brothers killed at the Red Wedding.
He called me home to claim the family name.
Dire circumstances indeed. I will tell the Maester to send a poultice to your father first thing in the morrow. John would want me to do anything I could for his old friend.
My lady, the men of the Night's Watch need your aid.
They always need aid, child. What can I do for you?
I return from Castle Black with grave news. An army of wildlings marches on the wall, driven from their homes by something much worse. The dead rise beyond the wall. I've seen it with my own eyes. Steel cannot kill them. We can only hope to slow them down. Please, you must send north anything you can spare. Men, weapons, anything to help the Watch deal with this army of the dead.
Well, that's truly a story, my dear friend. You will remember, House Umber marched south with King Rob's forces. We lost some 2,000 men in the campaign, and when the Red Wedding happened, Last Hearth is in no position to lose more men. But we have not forgotten the times your family and the Night's Watch have stood with us. House Umber will not shirk its duty to the realm. There are some fresh blades and hauberks from the forgers. You may take them to the wall.
Thank you, my lady. I would stay a while longer, but I must ride on. I must speak to Lord Bolton about presenting my father's writ of legitimization to the king.
It shan't hurt to ask him about support for the wall either. I'd sooner hang Roose Bolton than ask him for help, but he is the Warden of the North. He has a duty to protect it.
I'm here to collect the weapons Lady Umber pledged to the Watch.
About that. They's gone.
Gone?
Gone. Someone in a black cloak said he was here for the Night's Watch. Just wanted weapons and such. Clean the whole place out.
Why you got eyes if you can't use them? Can't tell a crow from a rat.
What? Shut up! 'Twas the black of the Night's Watch!
Could have been the black of the Dundarians for all you know, idiot!
Could not? Why'd Lord Barrett come all the way up here? Besides, everything looks black in the dark.
Do you know where he went?
Said he was going to the wall. But he went south instead of north.
Any holdfast to the south is under Bolton control.
But the Boltons just moved into Winterfell. Dunno what they'd want with our weapons.
It ain't the Boltons, you lackwit. Why'd they pretend to be crows? Look, if they're heading further south, they'd have to go through Long Lake. We got eyes all over the last river, and they'd wear out their knees pulling that old sled they took that far south. My gut tells me they'll have a ship waiting.
You two inform the lady and meet me at the lake. I'll track down the thieves.
In the name of Lord Roose of the House Bolton, Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North, I sentence you to death. You again, Ryder. Following me, are you?
Another traitor, is it?
Aye. North's full of traitors, just got to look hard enough. Got an issue with that, do you?
Aye, I do. The North's got no place for the likes of you.
Hoped you'd say that. About time your head found its place on a spike.
Who are you?
I'm with House Tyre. I'm here for the weapons you stole.
Tyre? Who the shit is Tyre?
Doesn't matter. Hand over the weapons. The real Night's Watch needs them. The dead march beyond the wall, and before them is an army of over 100,000 wildling warriors. You must have seen them too. Some have already scaled the wall and are setting fire to the gift.
Think you need to keep from the Isle.
Nothing about no army is coming from the wall.
And I ain't never heard of no walking corpses, neither.
I know what I saw. Whatever your cause is, the Watch needs these weapons more than you.
Love to help. But the people of the North need 'em more. Night's Watch got a comfy castle to hide in and plenty of steel. People of the North got none of that. Damn war took everything from them. Homes, cattle, husbands, sons. Least they deserves a weapon to defend themselves with. What good's a Night's Watch if there's no one left to watch over?
No. Those weapons were pledged to the Watch.
Gods! Been going along all this back.
I'm just surprised you remembered the way to Long Lake.
Shut up!
Or I drown you in it. Both of you shut your mouth and put your backs into it, you blubbering fools. So, you found your weapons, did you?
All accounted for. I should continue to Winterfell.
You two! What are you standing around for? Get those weapons to the Watch! There's more than bandits to worry about on the roads these days. I'll ride with you, some other way. This is as far as we'll go. That's Winterfell down there. Watch the roads. Gods alone know who's got a handful of iron and eyes on your purse. You wouldn't be the first stranger gone missing these days.
Last Hearth wasn't ready to believe the news from beyond the wall, even coming from their former ward. They've got their own problems to deal with. Bolton rule hasn't been kind to the north. Bandits and thieves lurk around every corner, even taking steel promised to the Watch from under the Umber's noses. The small folk are growing tired of their new warden. I'd support them myself if I didn't know he was the Wall's best hope for aid.
That's all you got. You take me for a fool.
Please, this is all we have. Have mercy!
Your mercy's at the end of this blade. I'll cut off that lion tongue and sell your daughters to the nearest brothel.
Not today, outlaw.
Sounds like you're confused about how this goes. I'll show you.
You know my father?
Aye. Fought beside him at the Ruby Ford. Beast of a man. You've grown into his image. Name's Donald. Your father's a good man, loyal. The North needs his like now more than ever. Straight to the point, just like your father. Good. I need someone I can trust. The Boltons are a plague, and they have eyes everywhere. I've a friend in Winterfell who's been gathering information. He's got a man waiting at the ruins by the North Gates. Tell him I sent you. Retrieve his message and bring it back to me.
Anyone here sell squid?
Squid? Traders from White Harbour, most like. I haven't been around much lately.
Aye, Fat Man Manderley probably ate them all. But if it's squid you want, I hear the Marshal's got plenty of love for him.
I'm looking for squid.
You'll be wanting the kitchens if it's fish you're after. Or do you mean the Marshal? Folks call him Squid behind his back, 'cause he let some of them Ironborn go after Ramsay had his way with them. Told him that had come back to haunt him. He'll be at his desk. Lots of petitioners these days.
Name, business?
Donnell sent me. Your man lost his head.
Not here. Follow me. Has Donald gone mad? Sending you here could get us both strung up.
You tell me. He sent me here to fetch your letter. Your man's dead. Tortured. The Boltons send their regards.
Gods. Dale's closer than I thought. Damn him! Alright, here it is. Either you help me to clean up this mess, or I'll write you up as a stark loyalist. Trust me, I have the authority to make it stick. Be smart, and we can both walk away from this.
I don't take kindly to threats.
And I don't like making them. But tough times call for tough actions. The Boltons are a scourge, we both know that. There's evidence I need gone, and the captain of the guard, Dale, need him gone too. Bastard's leaving the documents I need at his station, out in the open. As bait for me, no doubt. And? How did it go?
Well enough to clean up your mess. Killed a man to cover your tracks. And now it's Dale's turn?
Aye. I'm looking for your help, not your approval. Hand me the evidence. Let's see. Oh, good thing we got this back. The bastard got careless. I damn well told him to burn it. Let's see. Gods. The damned fool dropped the knife after the deed. No wonder Dale started waving his prick around. Tell me you got the knife too.
I did.
Good. We'll turn the tables on him. Plant what we have in Dale's tent. He's set up in the courtyard over there. Once you're done, I'll arrest him for treason. What Roos does to him after that? Well, that's another matter.
Aye. But after this, we're done.
Captain Dale, by the authority of Lord Roose Bolton, Warden of the North, you are under arrest for the murder of one of his men.
What? Bullshit! Put your cock away, Marshal.
You've gone far enough trying to hide it. Easy for the captain of the guard to steal evidence, eh? Search his tent. Aye, it's the missing inquest. And a bloody knife. Arrest him. Lord Bolton will judge him himself.
You're full of shit, Marshal. Mark my words, this isn't over.
Oi! And where do you think you're going?
I'm here to speak to Lord Bolton. Business of the watch.
Lord Bolton ain't interested in a war. Piss off back where you came from.
It's for your own good. He don't take kindly to conmen. You know how many sods have come round here wanting to speak to Lord Bolton since we took over from the Starks?
You wouldn't be the first of them to get flayed and put up as a warning.
So, what's a well-armed stranger doing in Winterfell?
Who's asking?
Aldous. Was a farmer till the Ironborn came. Now I'm here, and everyone's uncle, so they say. You come from Northways. No Ironborn that way, too far from the sea. Round here, pillaging's as good as any other job. When the Starks said brow sweat, they meant field toil, woodworking, and blacksmithing. Now, the Ironborn have left their iron price here.
I need an audience with Lord Bolton. There are important matters to discuss.
Well, then it's good you came to me. There's a gang that's been robbing some homesteaders blind. Even taking their wives and kids. Lord Bolton don't got men to spare, but that's his taxpayers they're rounding up. Nick back some of their loot, and you'll have your audience by sundown.
Isn't it Lord Bolton's duty to keep his lands safe?
You must have been gone a long time. Lord Bolton only just moved into Winterfell. He's got bigger problems to deal with. He don't care what happens to people like us. All he cares is if we've got taxes for him to pluck. And there won't be none at this rate.
What do you make of this game?
A bunch of deserters and malcontents. They were just pests under the stars. But between people losing their homes to the war, the Boltons sitting on their thumbs, they're out of control.
Where are they?
There's this kid called Henley. Decent enough lad. Ran into this gang on the road and lost his horse. Could have lost his life too. Now he works as a stable hand to Lord Bolton. He'll tell you where to find him.
Oh, don't think I've seen your face around here.
I'm here on business. Aldous said you know about some local gang.
The Dancing Fools. Seen their camp with my own eyes and live to tell.
Tell me about it.
Was riding my master's horse to Wintertown when they jumped me. Dragged us both all the way to their camp. Thought they'd flog me to death, but I slipped out when they started arguing.
Where is this camp of theirs?
I'll mark it on your map. Talk to me again if you need Winterfell too.
Thank you.
Wanderer! By the cut of that armor, you're no bandit. My town needs help. Will you pass by? The Wintertown. Down south. I drew the short straw. Had to come here to deliver our taxes.
You draw lots to decide who delivers your...
Well, the roads ain't what they used to be. A cart like this is more like than not to get jumped by bandits. Got robbed on the way. Barely got out with my life. But now I have to explain the shortage to Lord Ramsay. Someone's got to do something about these bandits.
What more do you want from us? There's nothing left to take!
Plenty left to take. You've chopped wood, pots, pans, plenty of womenfolk.
Don't push your luck! You think Winterfell will just stand by and do nothing?
Winterfell? If Winterfell was gonna do anything, they already would have. Stop kicking and screaming and hand over the coin!
Oh, thank you. I owe you me life. Them dancing fools, they call themselves. They come from across the river. Dying's the first useful things these brutes have done.
This is from old Kerwin's stead down the road. Right. Anything to keep that mad bastard happy a bit longer. I don't fancy being flayed.
What's that? Sounds like some noble prick's feast.
It's where Ramsay Bolton takes your skin off with a knife, Lackwit.
You think you can march into my camp, cut down my men, and take my hard-earned coin?
Oh well, if it isn't our good-hearted guest.
My lord, I come seeking an audience with your father, Lord Roose Bolton. I am here on behalf of the Night's Watch, and of my father, Sir Merrick of Renan's Rest.
A nobody from up north requesting an audience with my father, eh? That sounded a lot more like a demand now, didn't it? Demanding an audience right after butchering loyal Bolton men. It would be funnier if a common bandit weren't bringing me such a large bag of valuables. The punishment for theft is losing a hand. Assaulting a lord's tax collector is far more serious. And from what I'm told, you mince them so finely, we could make pies from them. Most lords would have had you executed for murder by now.
The man standing next to you told me this was the surest way to earn the attention of your father.
That much was obvious enough. But the good sir and I have already had a word about that. He'll think twice before going behind my back, like a good boy. But that leaves you. If I remember my table manners, it's polite to knock on the front door, not murder a few families. You've left me no alternative. I could hang you, but it's tradition to spend a night in the dungeons. Think about what you've done wrong. Bring whatever this thing is with us. I wonder if it's a screamer or a blubbering idiot. Go fetch Reek when you're done. I've found a little friend for him to play with.
Another one of your pet projects, son. I should think one would be more than enough. Let us show this stranger some hospitality. You had something important enough to kill people for. What was it?
Business of the Night's Watch, and the last wishes of my father, Sir Merrick. Someone at the tavern told me he would get me an audience with your lordship in exchange for a favor.
Just as well you didn't kill this guest. Hurting a member of the Watch would have even more houses in the north poised against us. I'm sure they were acting in self-defense. Release the bastard at once.
My thanks, my lord, for your mercy.
Don't be so sure. Your gambit brought you to me, though it nearly cost you your life. What news from Renan's Rest?
My father asked me to present this to the king.
Curious that your father thinks so highly of you. Most bastards couldn't dream of an opportunity like this. Regardless, I don't see the harm with indulging, Sir Merrick. The North is in shambles. I need my men here. You, however, might be just the one I need.
Father, you cannot mean to...
Lord Tallheart is massing armsmen on his borders. He sent a knight with some men to settle the situation. They have not returned for weeks. Find out what the delay is, and I'll see about your father's writ.
Who is it I am looking for?
The knight is named Emil. A cousin or such of Lord Karstark, I'm told. 20 men, in case he'd have to enforce his lord's peace.
What do you suppose Lord Tallheart is planning?
Torrens Square was attacked by the Ironborn not long ago. We have, of course, taken it back. But Lord Tallheart is still dealing with the consequences of his negligence. That might require a rallying of banners, but not to the extent my scouts have reported. There are many men in the north who, much like your father, were exceptionally loyal to House Stark. Some of them might get ideas in their heads, if left unattended. I think you would agree that it is best for us to attend to them. Of the North.
I will leave at once.
Hold it. Lord don't want no visitors.
I am under orders from Lord Bolton. Clear the way.
That necklace you've got there, it's a mark of honor among the mountain clans. See those markings? Each one of them is a story or a victory of the wearer. Losing one on the battlefield is a humiliation. By rights, only their best should be allowed to wear it. If the clan sees it with you, it may just get you to their leader. That'll be your chance to end these attacks.
You have my thanks, warrior. Under whose banner do you ride?
I ride from Renan's Rest.
Ah, Marok's bastard. I heard your brothers were slain at the Red Wedding. My condolences.
Thank you. Father wants me to carry the family name in their stead.
I wish you good fortune in that endeavor. What brings you to Torrhen Square?
I'll need Lord Bolton's assent if I am to be legitimized as Sir Merrick's heir.
And so he gives you an errand. You shame your father, working for that craven dog.
I have little choice. Father's out of heirs, and out of time.
Sad state of affairs, that is. But we won't have to deal with the Boltons much longer. Not if we true Northmen have anything to say about it. Very well then, messenger. What is our liege lord's concern?
Lord Bolton sent me to investigate the buildup of troops on your borders.
Do you take me for a... Tell him mountain men are pressing into my hold. The Grey Wolf clan. We have lived in peace with them for 100 winters. But lately, the Stell has been attacking our villages. If it's not the Ironborn or the Boltons, it's them.
I would not have expected the mountain clans to attack you, Lord Tallheart.
Nor had I. Yet, one day they were setting fire to the villages under my protection. I won't stand idly by.
Are you sure that is all, my lord?
You know damn well anything more than that would be considered treason. Don't be surprised if my soldiers do not return to their homes, even after this business is settled.
Lord Bolton said he sent a knight to investigate?
So he did. Pompous prick by the name of Emil. He led his men into the Wolfswood. You may find him at Wolfswood Village.
I've spent a lot of time in these woods. I can find my way around.
And my men stay where they are. If Bolton's so worried about my forces, I'll send a raven ahead. That should shut his shit spewer.
Welcome.
Don't reckon I've seen you with Tallheart before.
I'm here to perform Lord Bolton's duties. Your town looks rough. Were you attacked recently?
Twice in the last fortnight. They burn our huts and take our men. For what purpose, I do not know. We have nothing to offer.
Can you tell me more about the clan attacking your village?
The Grey Wolf clan. They are led by a man named Stell. Lord Eddard Stark treated him and the Grey Wolves the same as any other house. We never had any trouble with them until the Boltons moved in. Now it seems they consider everyone who doesn't stand with them their enemy.
Is the knight Lord Bolton sent here?
Emil's over there. He likes to be called Sir, like a proper southerner.
You, turn back and head south. This place is too dangerous.
I'm here on Lord Bolton's request. I heard you're short 20 men.
I am. Lord Bolton sent me here to settle things. As long as the mountain men breathe, Tallheart has an excuse to rally his troops. I can't return to Winterfell without results. Lord Bolton will have my head.
And he's like to take mine if I only have bad news.
I see the gods have given you some wit, at least. If your sword arm's good, we can both walk out of this with our heads attached to our shoulders. I know where the nearest camp is. I was just on my way there.
Lead the way.